So your massive generosity has continued into the month of July, and I've got a whole bunch more fan mail to open. Truly, thank you so much. It's so mind-boggling to me that this many people would care enough to send me something in the mail. So let's get started. Have a note? I don't appear to have a note. Oh, Don John. Okay, I've never seen this one. This has been on my, I need to check that. I need to watch that movie ever since it came out. I think like 8 years ago. I've been curious about it, but I just haven't gotten around to watch it. I've only heard really positive things about it. Seems like it's a movie that has some pretty good little arcs that I find interesting. I've never checked it out. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. Give me a movie to check out that I've never seen before. Where did I put my knife? Oh, there it is. Lost my knife. I'm gonna cut myself by the end of this one, just on accident, because there's too many things in front of me, and I've gotten too little sleep recently. Did I already cut? No, I didn't cut myself yet. I thought I did, but I didn't. What do we have in here? Okay, no note once again. American Ultra, another one I've heard about, seen trailers for, was curious about, but I have not seen this movie yet, and so it's another one that's kind of on that list of like, oh man, or what? I don't know when I'm gonna check it out, but now I have it, and so I can check it out. But yeah, I've heard interesting things about it with the entire premise, with like superpowers, stoners, and stuff like that. And with Eisenberg, who I enjoy, should be pretty cool. Oh, this one does have a note. Oh, excellent, perfect. So from Troy Fender, says, enjoy your gift. And this one is American Psycho. I have told my American Psycho stories a couple times. It's one of the few movies I've walked out of it. It's not that I didn't like the movie. It's not that I've gone back and finished it. But I went on a date to go see it in the theater with a girl from church. And so that's not a great idea. And so and she was the one who actually recommended it. But then, we get to, the orgy in the middle of it. And was like, okay, maybe not the best idea. So I've been meaning to rewatch it because the 20th anniversary was earlier this year. My wife has been open to the concept of watching it, but I don't own it. And so I wasn't able to do that. But now I have it. I can make that happen. And as another piece of information, I guess the way that Amazon works is that they send things from different places. So some of these might have been from the same person, but I don't always know because I only put the note in one of them. So the ones that didn't have a note might have also been from Troy. They might have been from someone else, to give you guys some information that you don't necessarily need. We got a note. So this is really cool. This was sent to me by Brett Kissinger, and he actually wrote this book. And so he's a fan of my channel, enjoys movies, enjoys talking about movies way too much, just like me. He also wrote a novel, and so he sent me a copy of it to check out. I guess it's World War II love story, and so that is very cool. Thank you very much, and I'll do my best to check this out. Oh, excellent. Got a note. So, The Foreigner, another movie I've been meaning to rewatch. I don't think my wife's seen it yet, but stars Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. And it's a more serious role from Jackie Chan from just a few years back. But it's also from Martin Campbell, who directed Casino Royale, GoldenEye, Mask of Zorro. So a director that I really enjoy. And then he did a movie with a James Bond and a Jackie Chan. And I really enjoyed the movie, but I haven't rewatched it yet. And so having it now, that's one that it makes it much easier to check out with my wife. I've been thinking about this movie a good bit because I've been doing some videos about favorite directors and people have been sending me Jackie Chan movies. So it's been on my mind, and there it is. We have a note. There we go. Oh, enjoy a gift. I hope you get your chance to talk about this movie on your channel, from Derek Milner. Thank you, Derek Milner. And it is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Another one of these movies that was the perfect movie for me when it came out. I was probably the perfect person to appreciate this at the time it came out because I was huge into Hong Kong cinema in the late 90s. And Chow Yun-fat, for me, was more gun guy from the John Woo movies that he did in the late 80s, early 90s, and we started to transition over and did like one with Antoine Fuqua that was like a John Woo ripoff, The Replacement Killers. but I was, following, all this stuff kind of going Jet Li, Michelle Yeoh. And then this movie comes out and it becomes this massive international film that gets all sorts of award recognition right as I'm in Hong Kong cinema. And there's a movie that comes out that gets, more Oscar buzz than I don't know if it's up to that point in time, the film that got the most. I couldn't talk in the history. That's not the important part. Important part was it was very important. I was into this kind of thing. So huge film for me. I used to own it. I used to watch it pretty frequently, but my wife and I actually got robbed like 10 years ago, and they like cleared us out. And so a bunch of the stuff that I used to own, I don't have anymore. This being one of the movies that was stolen from me. And so even for different reasons than you might expect, this is a movie that receiving it is like, oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. So thank you much. Very, very cool. And I've been thinking about how to do like some Jackie Chan, Asian cinema, martial arts content, because I realize that's stuff that I love and need to re-explore and talk about. So it's very possible that I'll try and find a series to talk about that kind of stuff. Oh, excellent. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So this is from some neat, I'm not sure if I mispronounced that properly, but we've been talking on Instagram. This is a guy that's been talking with Instagram for a good bit. We almost every single day. And so he's actually one of the people mentioned, hey man, can you check to see it? Right. And so then it's several of the MCU films in 4K. So I have them in Blu-ray, but like in the very, very near future, I'm looking to upgrade to 4K. Like that's very imminent. My next big purchase I'm going to make as a human is to get a 4K TV. Hopefully I have it right over here so I can start watching stuff properly. And so like, it's very much on my mind that all of these movies that I love, I need to get them in the proper format of 4K and make that big upgrade. And so it's like the perfect time as I'm like researching 4K TVs and want to have the best experience, even read through some of them right now leading up to Black Widow if it ever comes out. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool. Yeah, very excited to see those ones on an amazing new TV, vibrant colors, all of that fun stuff, and amazing timing. Okay, all right. There it is. So it's a gift from Freddie Tower. So thank you, Freddie. This is a movie people ask me about all the time, The Wolf of Wall Street. What do I think about it? And I haven't seen the whole movie. It's one of those movies that I started watching late at night. It's pretty intense. It's not one that would just kind of throw on with the kids on in the background. If you've seen it, you know why. For about all the reasons you can't have the kids on in the background for this one. I haven't actually watched the whole thing yet, but people ask me about it constantly. And so it's one I've needed to watch, needed to give my take on, needed to kind of put it out there in a way that explores all properly. So very cool. Another one with perfect timing of a film that's on my mind during this quarantine. I'm trying to dive into some kind of like deeper, not just popcorn flick stuff. And there's one that I absolutely need to actually watch from beginning to end. Oh, whatever this is, I'm gonna like it. Oh, excellent, excellent. There are no note, but there's actually a reason this is even better. So it's a Joker from The Dark Knight Funko Pop. And just by chance, I wouldn't call it lucky, but I've been having health issues this week, so I delayed my Dark Knight review. Otherwise, I would have already filmed it. I would have filmed it instead of filming the stuff I'm filming right now, actually, probably. So now this can actually make an appearance in my Dark Knight review, as it appeared just in the nick of time. And that is a very cool Funko right there. Very, very, very cool. Oh, excellent. So enjoy your gift. This is from Greg Weiss. Thank you much. And it's the movie NonStop, starring Liam Neeson. I actually all of the Liam Neeson thrillers, I enjoy them. He's one of the few guys that's still was able to make money off of these mid-budget action thrillers that were really common when I was growing up. And his collaborations with this specific director, I never know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I still get Jume Colette Sarah. They've done like 4 movies together, and so this is the one that's on a plane. There's one on the train. It was Unknown. Maybe there's only 3 of them, but their plots are fairly straightforward, kind of these intrigue action thrillers, not more thriller than action, a little bit of action. And he has a distinct style how he directs them. So always enjoy these. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. Almost cut myself. That was almost the move right there. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay. Enjoy your gift, Carl Teppen. And it's a triple feature of Martin Scorsese films, Departed, Goodfellas, and The Aviator. I've never actually seen The Aviator, so that would be a first viewing for me. And then I haven't watched Goodfellas in a number of years. And actually, I mean, I guess it's been years since I've watched The Departed as well. So I guess this fits in perfectly with picking up on my Martin Scorsese slack. As people ask me all the time, can you rank all the Martin Scorsese films? It's just tricky because he's directed 50 years worth of movies. And so when you got 25 films that are all like 3 hours long, that's tough to rank all of those. But so I need to do like top 10, his highest grossing films or something like that. So I need to do that in the near future because I can do 10, 25. That's tough. So once again, one that's very much on my mind of a director that I need to watch through them, make it happen. And you're making it much. That's the other one. Like the other reason, sometimes people are like, hey, can you just all the Martin Scorsese films? Well, I don't own 25 Martin Scorsese films, so that also adds up really quickly. If it's $3 to rent a Martin Scorsese film, that already gets up to like $75 to just to do that. If they're $3, but they're normally more than that, or if I bought some of them. So even just owning them now, being able to watch them increases the likelihood. All right, moving along. Got another funk. Oh, my kids will love this. Oh, and I will too. But kids, this will be a fun one. Dr. Doom from the Fantastic Four. So we've been playing as a family the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. They have an expansion with Dr. Doom is kind of the main villain. That's been my kids' new exposure to villain, and they didn't know who he was until like 3 weeks ago. So they've been asking about him, like Dr. Doom, because he's got a cape, he's got a helmet, he's kind of Darth Vader-esque, lightning powers, perfect stuff for kids. And then that one comes in, so they'll be very excited to see that one as soon as this is over. And final one right here. It's actually, I'm curious what this is because it's not, unless this is a massive laser disc. I'm not quite sure what this one will be. So very curious what is about to happen. It's got my name on it. Before it got packages that weren't for me. So yeah, this one's definitely curious about this one. Little note. It's a Geo Safari Phonics pad, which is interesting. Cute little bat. And then gigantic set of Alphabet Zoo cards for how to learn on the Geo Safari pad. I'm not really familiar with this particular product, so I have to look at it, but given that I'm going to start homeschooling in the very near future, I'm pretty sure because, the world is crazy, and trying to figure out how to safely school my kids, this might be something that comes in very handy, and especially with a child that's just starting to talk and needs to start learning sounds and everything, and then another one learning to read, so interesting. I'll have to check this one out. Thank you much to Dream Big Productions, and should put this one to use while educating my children. And with all of that said, thank you everyone for all of these amazing films, Funko Pops, books you've actually written. It really does mean the world to me that you care enough to send me stuff, care what I have to say about movies, and keep talking movies too much.